What inspires me in this business, I think, is the challenge to get it right, to get a product that is very technical, has a very distinct, definitive purpose. It needs to be a safe product, it needs to be a good-looking product, and it needs to be easy to use. My name is Rodney Telford. I work for ErgoBaby and do the product development and design. Guiding principles behind the ErgoBaby design is ergonomics for both the parent and the child. For the parent, it's about weight distribution on the shoulders and the hip, very important. For the baby, it's all about the way the baby's carried with support on the thighs. So when we talk about the 4-position carrier, the 4 positions are in the front, facing the parent, on the side hip, facing the parent, the back, and then the added feature, the new feature of front position facing out. One of the issues with forward-facing in general is that other carriers, the child is dangling from the crutch, which basically means that their legs are straight down and they're being held sort of in a parachute position. With the ErgoBaby, their thighs are supported with their knees slightly higher than their hips, keeping it in the frog leg position. Frog leg position is the most natural way for a baby to be in. It's the way a baby's born. It's basically with the legs bent. There's been a higher demand for forward-facing carriers, and we just felt the responsibility to do it right. It's also been a little bit of trial and error, because as we introduced features, we found it got a little more challenging on other features. But through prototype after prototype, testing, we managed to solve the problems we were creating. In some ways, we actually improved on things. So that's how we did it. So the beauty of the 4-position carrier is that it really works in stages of the baby's life. When the baby's a newborn, of course they need to be faced in and connecting with the parent. And as they grow up and get a little older, they can still have that eye contact facing the parent. And as they want to start to explore the world, they can move onto the hip or onto the back, or the new feature of forward-facing. So what age a baby should be ready to face out, I think that it depends on the baby. Babies develop at different rates. We recommend 6 months because we think that's about the age that they're ready to face out, but it's really up to the parent to recognize in their baby as to when they're ready to face out. Obviously the baby would need to have good neck and head control. There are also going to be the situations where the parent's going to have to decide whether it's appropriate for the baby to be facing out or in, and a lot of babies are sort of squeamish and they're trying to turn around and look at the world, and I think this gives them a way to do that with our carrier. I think we've achieved what we set out to achieve, and I think we have a great product. I believe that we need to do this, and we need to do it well. You can just see how the product has really supported love between child and parent, and really it's all about bonding and that love that develops between the parent and child, and how that can actually grow into experiences in the outside world because they're together, experiencing the world together. So it's a lot about togetherness and love.